Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Time to talk value stocks once again, at least two value stock picks that our value stock strategist, Tracey Ryniec, wants you to know about. She's going to talk about them here with us right now. Alon USA Energy, yes. ALJ, the ticker symbol. I have not heard of this company, but apparently it's an independent refiner, huh?
Yeah, they operate 4 refineries. They also produce asphalt. And strangely enough, they own 300 7-Eleven franchises.
Really?
In the Southwest.
How does that figure into refining?
Well, I was wondering too, but I think it's because it's the 7-Elevens maybe with the gasoline, and so they sell the refined products there as well.
Okay.
But they're the largest 7-Eleven licensee in the country.
Wow.
I never knew. But both segments are doing actually pretty good here. In the second quarter, that retail and branded marketing segment had their best quarter ever, so that helped them. And then the crude and the crack spreads, which is what the refiners are all concerned about, are at near record levels now. So that really helped them for their earnings in the second quarter. They actually missed by 5 cents, but they've been kind of back and forth on the estimates. They beat only 2 times of the last 4 quarters because I think analysts are pretty bullish here, but they got a little bit too bullish in this last quarter. But if you see the estimates, you can really see them jumping here quite substantially for this full year and next year if these crude and crack spreads stay, for sure. But interestingly, they had a loss last year of $2.41. So to make like a little bit over $1.50 a share is a big turnaround for them. So stock is interesting because it had a big rally in 2011, which a lot of the refiners have had because of this crude crack spread issue going on, and now it's given almost all of it back. So it's plunging in the stock sell-off, but because of the plunge, combined with the earnings estimates rising, it's trading only at 4 times, which is like among the cheapest stocks I think I've covered in a long time. So 4 times forward earnings here, or estimates, is really cheap.
Interesting. On Assignment, Inc., ASGN, another value stock pick that you've written about recently. Now, this is a staffing company, huh?
Yeah, I was kind of dubious about covering this one because, the staffing companies have kind of been all over the map because of what's going on with the employment scene.
Right.
They have recovered some extent from their, 2008, 2009 recession lows, where it was really bad for the staffing companies. But it's not been all that great of a picture until I saw what On Assignment is doing. Now, they're a little bit different because they actually do staffing for more of the professional positions. So, and their main areas are health sciences, life sciences, and engineering, the kind of more elevated, like I said, professional positions that are really in demand now. So surprisingly, when I looked to see what they did in the second quarter, they had revenues up 38%. Their life sciences and engineering segment was up over 50% for the quarter, year over year. They had really good gross margins, the second best in the company's history. And estimates are popping off of this news because they beat for the 4th time in a row. They aren't seeing any slowdown because they can't find enough engineers. They do have worldwide operations, and they're in kind of the key countries like China, Australia, Ireland, a couple other European countries. Canada is still hot, and Silicon Valley, where, again, they can't find enough engineers. So this kind of company is the kind of staffing company you really do want to be in. As I said, the estimates are rising. It's big off of last year. They only made 18 cents for the year last year, and they're supposed to make a little over 55 cents this year, so that's a big gain for them. And if you look at the chart, again, they have had the sell-off that most companies have had. Nobody cared how good their second quarter was. So it is cheaper here, not quite as cheap as Alon that we just talked about, but they're trading a little over 12 times, which is still a really good value for this kind of company. And I expect if their market stays where it's at, you could see some good gains in this kind of stock.
So you think it's their streamlined area of focus that really adds to the value picture, to the picture that looks so good on them?
Yes, because they are in this area of staffing that is really in demand. And for now, that area is not slowing down, and they aren't seeing it slow down. So unless that story changes, I expect some pretty good earnings growth from them.
All right. Do you own either of these?
I do not.
We have other picks for you, stock picks that we would like you to peruse on our website, Zacks.com, especially if you're not watching this video from the website. Go to Zacks.com's homepage. We put 4 new stock pick ideas up there for you daily, one in each of the investing categories covered on the website. With Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.